Building self-confidence and resilience. Today we explore something, let's say, every child quietly longs for, and that is the confidence to believe in themselves and the resilience to keep going when things feel hard. You're welcome back to Safe Settings Podcast. I am Adedamola Flourish Balame. Today we will encourage, we will strengthen, and we will grow from within, because confidence is not loud, confidence is not dramatic, and resilience is not perfection. They are built gently, one experience at a time, one life event at a time. Self-confidence grows in children when they feel safe enough to fail, to try, and then to try again. So it is not a lack of missing the mark sometimes that grows confidence. It is sometimes when you have missed the mark, you have the willingness to try again. We're not saying they will always spring back up and get things done. We're saying they will find their ways back up and keep moving. So resilience is the ability to recover from challenges, not by ignoring emotions or denying that they are there, but by learning how to move through them. While they are there, learning how to keep going. Many times we adults, we want to protect these children from discomfort. When we see a challenge ahead, we are looking for how to say, hey, I wish my child would not have to go through this. But that supportive challenge that the child will go through is what will strengthen their emotional regulation and problem-solving skills. And I use the word supportive challenge because we're there to help, we're there to support, we're there to guide. But challenges must come. We as adults have to go through those challenges for us to grow. If it is academic challenge where today they feel like they have understood the subject and tomorrow the result says they have not understood it, it's a challenge that they have to overcome. And we can get them teachers, we can get them lessons, we can do all sorts of things, but they will have to go through it and overcome it. And this is how their emotional regulation and problem-solving skills get strengthened. So when children are guided through difficulty rather than rescued immediately, they grow in their sense of capability. Our job as parents is not to help them never to face any challenge in their lives. So that's what we're saying, that we cannot go and rescue them from challenges immediately. When we guide them through that difficulty to help them see how they can overcome it, then their sense of capability will grow, and this is how confidence grows. So confidence does not come from constant praise, does not come from my daughter always gets it right, my son is just so good, he doesn't miss it. Confidence does not grow from constant praise alone. We have discussed different kinds of reinforcement. It comes from effort, it comes from encouragement, and it comes from meaningful participation. Children must participate in their own lives. We cannot be the one running their lives for them. They must understand the need for doing what they need to do to achieve what they value the most. So, and that is how they develop intrinsic motivation, the one that comes from within. Because I value this thing and I want to achieve it, that is why I'm going to keep going for it. And I will give it what it takes to the best of my ability. And when I do not achieve it after putting the effort, I will try again. You might notice confidence building when a child says, yes, I can try again. Or I didn't get that right, but I learned something. It's probably my approach to study. It's probably this, it's probably that. And the child says, but I'm willing to try again. And I'm willing to go at it this way. I'm willing to learn. I need support in this area. That's confidence building in their own ability, in their own capability. When children experience certain things, they will grow in resilience as well. So resilience will grow when children experience, for example, safe boundaries. And that's our job as parents. Safe boundaries. We create safe boundaries around children. We have discussed it in one of our episodes. When children experience consistent support, they also grow resilience. And when they also have opportunities to make small decisions, we can't afford to make every decision for them. Instead of saying you can't do that yet, we can say, let's do it together and see what you will learn. Doing it together does not mean you are taking ownership of it. You are saying, I'm here, I'm supporting you. Go ahead, go for it. Let's see what you will learn. Because the brain builds resilience through repeated experiences of overcoming manageable challenges. I use the word manageable challenges. We have all gone through it in this life. Before you became an adult that you are now, you have had to overcome manageable challenges. So your child's brain too will build resilience through their repeated experience of overcoming manageable challenges. All right? And when children feel supported rather than pressured, the neural pathway in them that is linked to emotional regulation is strengthened. Do you understand? When they feel supported more than they feel pressured in situations or events around them, they develop that neural pathway. It increases, it's strengthened. That one that is connected to emotional regulation, that is connected to coping, that is connected to you can get this done. It develops and is strengthened rather than when they are pressured. So emotional safety helps the nervous system to remain calm enough to learn and to grow. Where there is no such safety, they are constantly in fight, flight, and freeze mode. Another thing resilience does is that it helps to shape intrinsic and extrinsic motivation in children. Because, intrinsic motivation is that one that comes from within the child. When the child has understood the value of academic success, when the child has understood the value of whatever it is, maybe the skill, the coding skill, the AI skill they want to learn, the animation skill or video editing skill they want to learn, they understand the value. And so intrinsically, they are motivated to go for it. Despite the fact that it could be overwhelming, despite the fact that it could be demanding, and sometimes they just feel like not doing it again because of pressure. And it grows when children feel curious. Intrinsic motivation will grow when they feel curious, when they feel capable, and when they feel personally connected to what they are doing. That's why we said when they have understood the value and what it means for them. So when a child says, I want to try again, their brain is already thinking of reward, Their brain is thinking, okay, if you try again, you possibly get it. And when you get it, that's what you are looking for. And so it's strengthening persistence in them. It's strengthening their confidence when they are practicing resilience or exhibiting resilience in their pursuit. And this inner drive supports that long-term resilience in other areas when they are facing those manageable challenges, because they have learned to keep going even without external rewards. They have learned to keep going without anybody telling them you can do it or you can't do it, or cheering them on or not cheering them on. Same with extrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation is also helpful. It comes from the outside. Those are the supports that we give as parents, the encouragement, the structure that the school has put in place. Okay, if you make this kind of result, we'll celebrate you, maybe best performing student or whatever it is, the structure that is put there, it encourages them. Or the guidance from the parents and teachers. Also gentle recognition, clear expectations, and also safe boundaries. All these things, they create emotional safety for the children that they require to face challenges. So resilience will develop best when the two forms of motivation are at work in the children. So they need that external motivation and they need the internal encouragement that comes from their value, how much they have valued what they're looking for. So external encouragement will provide safety, and internal motivation will build that independence that they need to handle manageable challenges, develop confidence, and increase their resilience. So this means that we cannot force resilience. We cannot say stay there. It has to be connected to something that is of value, and it is practiced gently within safe relationships. Relationship with teachers, relationship with parents, relationship with minders and guidance. Where children feel supported from outside and they are strengthened from within. When the relationship is safe, that is when they will feel supported from outside and they feel strengthened from within, and they can face all their challenges and overcome. As we talk about self-confidence and resilience today, I'd like you to have this reflection. Think back to a recent experience. Was there a small moment that made you feel a little more confident than before? As an adult? As a student? Just look back. Was there that small moment that kind of injected more confidence in you than you had before? Maybe you tried something new, or maybe you spoke up when you felt unsure, or you supported a child through a challenge. Because sometimes confidence grows quietly in moments that we almost overlook. And we're doing this reflection to note those moments. A second question: when something felt difficult, what helped you keep going? You must have gone through different situations that felt overwhelming. Why did you keep going? Why did you keep at it until you achieved your purpose? Was it encouragement from someone that you trust, or a small success along the way that you achieved that built your confidence? Or is it simply the internal motivation, that decision to say, I'm going to try one more and I'm going to achieve this? Take a moment to notice what carried you through, because resilience often grows in spaces where support and encouragement meet. So identify these things because they are required to build on your resilience and confidence. Here are the practical takeaways from today's episode on building self-confidence and resilience. The first takeaway is praise effort more than outcomes, because you want the child to develop confidence and resilience. Praise their effort. I say that you did this. However, it has not yielded the result that you're looking for. So maybe you put in more effort, but I acknowledge that you put in effort, and that's commendable. Now let's add this to it so that you can achieve your purpose. Allow children to solve problems independently. It's not everything we solve for them. I see some parents, you ask your child to wash the plate and the child is feeling disgusted maybe by some grain of rice in the sink, and you quickly go there and you are packing it and you are washing. Allow them solve small problems independently. It could be relationship issues in school, how they are interacting with their fellow classmates. Allow them solve small problems independently. Then balance your encouragement with opportunities for self-driven effort. Don't just be there cheering them on, encouraging them. Sometimes take a step back and see how they will pick up by themselves and say, I'm going to get this thing done. The moment they come to you and say, I'm willing to try again, I believe I can do it, that is them developing resilience. Here is the challenge for this week. Encourage one brave moment in your child, in yourself too as a parent. Encourage one brave moment. It could be trying a new task, speaking up, or finishing something that once felt difficult. When you notice a child that says something that's difficult and usually they would have left it, encourage them to finish it. Encourage them to speak up, or encourage them to try a new task. And as we do, please notice how confidence grows through action in your children, and share your experience with us. Share your experience with us in the comment section, or share with us at authenticallysafe@gmail.com. We have come to the end of this episode of Safe Settings podcast on building self-confidence and resilience. And here is Adedamola Flourish Balami reminding you that confidence grows quietly, resilience builds slowly, and every small step forward is a victory worth celebrating. Celebrate your wins, growth is happening and something beautiful is unfolding in you and in your children. Have a beautiful time. Bye-bye.